Good morning, students. Continuation of Unit 3, page number 60, illustration 9. Anand is a trader dealing in textile. So, Anand is doing what kind of business? Textile, cloth business. Okay. For the following transaction, pass journal entries for the month of January 2018. So, you will start the problem in the books of Anand, journal entries for the month of January 2018. Okay, you will write date, particulars, LF, debit and credit. Now, what is the first transaction given there? Commence business with cash. So, what are the two accounts involved? Cash and capital. Okay, cash is a real account, capital is a personal account. Okay, so cash, real account, what is the rule? Debit what comes in. So cash is coming in, so you debit cash. Personal account, the rule is credit the giver, so you credit capital account. So cash account data to capital. Anand's capital account is the entry for the first transaction. Okay, so you'll write the date like this: 2018 Jan 1st, cash account data to Anand's capital account, commence business with cash. Okay, next, purchased goods from X and company on credit. So this is a credit transaction. So what are the two accounts involved? Purchase account and X and company account. Now purchase is a nominal account, or you can treat it as a real account also, and X and company is a personal account. Okay, the supplier. Now purchase, the nominal account, what is the rule? Debit all expenses and losses. Purchase, when you purchase something, it is an expense for you, so you debit purchase. Okay, for personal account, what is the rule? Credit the giver. Who is the giver here? From X and company. So X and company is giving the goods, so credit the giver. So the transaction is, the entry is purchase account data to X and company account. Okay, next one, cash deposited into bank. What are the two accounts involved? Cash account and bank account. Cash and bank account. Okay, cash is a real account, bank is a artificial person, so it is a personal account. Okay, now real account, what is the rule? Debit what comes in. Cash deposited into bank, that means your the business is depositing the cash in the bank, so cash is going out of the business, so you credit cash, credit what goes out. Okay, personal account, what is the rule? Debit the receiver. Who is receiving the money? The bank is receiving, so debit the receiver. Okay, the entry will be bank account data to cash account, cash deposited into bank. Okay, see the third entry here, bank to cash, 40,000. Okay, you should always write this data here. Okay, next transaction, bought a building from L and company on credit. So I told you, when it is given as bought goods, you will treat it as purchase. When you purchase a fixed asset, you should open a separate account for that asset. So here the accounts involved are buildings account and L and company account. Now buildings is a real account and L and company is a personal account. Real account, the rule is debit what comes in. Here buildings is coming in, so you debit. Credit the giver, for personal account, credit the giver. Who is the giver here? L and company, so you credit his account. So the entry will be buildings account data to L and company's account. Okay. Now, cash withdrawn from bank for office use. When it is personal use, you will take it as drawings. But here the cash is withdrawn for office use. So what are the two accounts involved? Cash and bank. Okay. Now cash is a real account, bank is a personal account. Debit what comes in. Here cash is coming into the business, so you debit cash. Okay. Who is the giver? Credit the giver. Bank is the giver, so you credit his account. So bank cash account data to bank account is the entry. Okay. Fifth, date 5. Here, cash account data to bank account. Okay. Now, the next entry, date 6, cash withdrawn from bank for personal use of Amudan. That means drawings. Drawings and bank. What are the two accounts involved? Drawings and bank. Drawings is a personal account, bank is a personal account. Okay. Now, personal account, debit the receiver. Amudan's drawing. Drawing and credit the giver, bank. So, drawings to bank is the entry. Okay. Now see the next transaction, date 7. I told you in the beginning, Anand is a trader dealing in textiles. Okay. Now, towel given as charity. Towels given as charity. That means this towels, no, it is the stock. Out of the stock only they are going to give it as charity. Stock, how will you take it as purchases, isn't it? So when you purchase something, out of that purchase only you are going to give it as charity. So what are the two accounts involved here? Charities account and purchase account. Hope it is clear. Towels means out of the stock of the textiles only you are going to give as charity. So that stock from the purchase only you are going to give it. Okay. Once you purchase only, out of that purchases only you are taking it and giving as charity. So what are the two accounts involved? Purchase account and charity account. Here purchase is the goods. Okay. Towel is the goods. So you treat it as real account. Charity is the nominal account. All expenses. Debit all expenses. Charity is also a kind of expense to the company, isn't it? So charity account is debit all expenses, and purchase account debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So credit what goes out. Goods are going out of the business, so you credit purchase here. Okay. So charity account is a debit. Charity's account data to purchase account. Hope it is clear. Now, shirts taken over by Anand for personal use. Again, this shirt is the goods. Out of the stock only, he is going to take the shirts for personal use. So what are the accounts involved? Since it is personal use, you will consider as drawings. Drawings and purchase. Okay. Now drawings is the personal account, purchase is a real account. Since it is dealing with goods, you take it as real account. Now personal account, what is the rule? Debit the receiver. So you debit Anand's drawings account, you debit. And purchase account, the real account, what is the rule? Credit what goes out. The goods are going out of the business, isn't it? So you credit purchase. So the entry will be drawings account data to purchase account. Okay. Next one, sarees distributed as free samples. Free samples. Okay. Now free samples you won't open a separate account. When do you distribute free? In order to promote your sales, in order to increase your sales only, you will give free samples, isn't it? So that you can categorize as sales promotion activities. Okay. So every company will have some sales promotional activities, isn't it? So you open a separate account for a sales promotion account. And sarees will be given out of the stock. Again, purchases, out of the purchases. So what are the two accounts involved? Sales promotion account and purchase account. Okay. Now sales promotion is a nominal expenses. It is an expense for the company. Okay. So debit all expenses and losses. Purchase account, here it is real account. So real account, goods are going out. Credit what goes out. Okay. So the entry will be sales promotion account data to purchase account. Hope it is clear. Next, goods, tablecloth used for office use. Okay. Now this, it is not drawings, it is used for office use. What? The tablecloth. Okay. Again, this tablecloth, it is treated as a goods. So that means what? Purchase. Purchase. And it is an office expenses. How will you categorize this expenses? When you use something for the office purpose, it is treated as office expenses, isn't it? So what are the accounts involved? Office expenses account and purchase account. Okay. Now purchase is a real account and office expenses is a nominal account. Debit all expenses and losses, and real account, the rule is credit what goes out. Okay. The entry will be office expenses account debtor to purchase account. Okay. Now work out this problem neatly in your classwork. This is very important because these entries, it is drawing, sales, last 4 entries. Okay, it is very important. Okay. Exercise 10. Past journal entries in the books of Hari, who is a dealer in sports item. Okay. Now, first transaction, commenced business with cash. Now, what are the two accounts involved? Cash and capital. Cash and capital account. Now, capital is a personal account, cash is a real account. Debit, real account rule is debit what comes in. So, cash is coming in, so you debit. Personal account, the rule is debit the receiver, credit the giver. Okay, here who is giving? Hari is giving the capital, so credit the giver. So, the entry will be cash account debtor to capital, Hari's capital account. Okay. Next transaction, purchased goods from Subhash on credit. Okay. Now, what are the two accounts involved? This is a credit transaction. So, what are the two accounts involved? Purchase account and Subhash account. Okay. Now, purchase is a nominal account, or you can also take it as a real account, I said. And Subhash is a personal account. Nominal account, if you take debit what comes in, debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. Okay, here purchase is an expense, so you debit purchase. And here personal account, the rule is debit the receiver, credit the giver. Here who is giving? Subhash is giving the goods, so you credit Subhash account. Okay, so the entry will be purchase account debtor to Subhash account. Next, sold goods to Ramu on credit. What are the two accounts involved? Ramu and sales. Now, Ramu is a personal account, sales is a nominal account. Personal account, debit the receiver, credit the giver. Okay. Now, sold goods to Ramu. So, Ramu is the receiver. So, debit the receiver. And sales is a nominal account. Credit all incomes and gains. So, you credit sales. Okay. The entry will be Ramu's account debtor to sales account. Okay. Now, Ramu paid the amount through check. Now, this is an important transaction. See the previous transaction, sold goods to Ramu. We have sold the goods to Ramu on 4th. And Ramu is paying us on 8th through check. Okay. Ramu paid the amount through check. That means what? Received check from Ramu. Okay. Now, when you receive a check, it is treated as cash receipt. Okay. Why? Because when someone gives you a check, it is just like you're receiving a cash. Only when you deposit the check in the bank, it becomes a bank transaction. Okay. So, when check receipt is to be treated as cash receipt. Make a note in pencil somewhere near the problem. Okay. Near the transaction dated 8, you write check receipt to be treated as cash receipt. So, what are the two accounts involved? Cash account and Ramu's account. Okay. Now, cash is a real account. Ramu is a personal account. Now real account, what is the rule? Debit what comes in, check is coming in, isn't it? So debit cash. And Ramu account, personal, credit the giver. Who is giving the check? Ramu is giving the check, so credit the giver. So cash account data to Ramu's account. Okay. Now see the next transaction. 10th, check received from Ramu deposited with bank. So what are the two accounts involved? Cash and bank. I told you check received is treated as cash. Now check received is deposited into bank. That means cash and bank. Cash is a real account. Bank is a personal account. Real account, what is the rule? Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So cash is going out of the business, credit cash. Okay. And personal account, what is the rule? Debit the receiver. Here bank is the receiver, so you debit. The entry will be bank account data to cash account. Okay. Now 15th transaction, sports items purchased from Gopal on credit. What are the two accounts involved? Purchase. Sports items means it is the goods because they are running the sports. They are the dealers. Hari is the dealer in sports business. So it is the goods for them. So purchase account and Gopal account. What are the two accounts involved? Purchase and Gopal. Okay. Now purchase is a nominal account. Gopal is a personal account. So you credit, debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. So purchase is an expense, so you debit purchases. And Gopal, the personal account, the rule is debit the receiver, credit the giver. Here from Gopal you are purchasing, so Gopal is the giver, credit the giver. So the entry will be purchase account data to Gopal's account. Okay. Next one, paid rent for proprietor's residence, the owner's residence. That means your use out of the dealer's money, the business money, you are paying the proprietor's residence. That means it is the drawings. Okay. So the entry will be drawings account. Okay. Drawings account to cash account. Okay. Cash is going out, isn't it? Drawings is a personal account. Cash is a real account. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Who is the receiver here? Hari. So Hari's drawings account you debit. And cash account, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Okay. So rent paid, it is going out, cash is going out, so you credit what goes out. The entry will be drawings account data to cash account. Okay. Now 20th transaction, paid Gopal. Pay Gopal in full settlement after deducting 5% discount. The amount is not given here. See the previous transaction. You have purchased the goods from Gopal for 10,000. Okay, 10,000 you have purchased. Out of that 10,000, you should allow 5% discount. That means 500 is the discount. Okay, discount is 500. You have purchased goods from Gopal for 10,000 and you are making the payment to Gopal on 20th. Okay. After allowing him discount of 5% and they say it is full settlement. Okay, so what are the accounts involved here? Cash and Gopal. And you also have discount. Okay, now discount is a nominal account, cash is a real account, Gopal is a personal account. Now paid Gopal in full settlement. Okay, so here real account, apply the rule, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Cash is going out, so credit cash. Okay, now discount actually we have to pay 10,000, but you are making the payment after allowing 5% discount. So 10,000 minus 500, you are paying only 9,500. Okay, that means this 500 is a profit for you. Okay, so Gopal has allowed you a discount. That is a discount received for us. Okay, so discount, this you should take it as discount received. So discount received is an income, so you credit all incomes and gains. Now Gopal's account. So here cash, how much you are paying? 9,500, and discount received is 500. Gopal is a personal account. Debit the receiver. Who is the receiver here? Paid Gopal. Gopal is a receiver, so you debit his account. Okay. How much you will debit? 10,000 fully. Actually, you should pay 10,000 to Gopal, but you have paid only 9,500, and 500 is a discount received for him. Sorry, for us. Okay. Now the entry will be Gopal's account debtor, to cash, to discount receipt. Okay, I'll just write the entry here. The entry will be Gopal's account debtor 10,000, to cash account 9,500, to discount received 500. So this will be the entry. Okay, narration, you can write your own narration from the transaction. Okay, from the transaction, when you read, you will know what is the transaction. The same thing you can write it in your own words. Now 25th transaction, 25th date. Paid Subhash 4,750 and discount received 250. Discount received is given here 250. Okay. Now see you should know who is Subhash now. Look at the previous transaction. You have, one second. Previous transaction, you have purchased goods from Subhash. Okay. Subhash is your supplier. Now you are making the payment to Subhash. Okay, so what are the accounts involved? Subhash account and cash account. Okay. Now Subhash account is a personal account, cash is a real account. Subhash, debit the receiver. So now you are making the payment to Subhash. So you debit Subhash account by 5,000. You are making 5,000 payment. Now actually, how much you have paid? 4,750. Cash is the real account. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. When you make a payment, cash is going out. So 4,750, you will credit 4,750. Now out of this 5,000, 4,750 you have paid in cash. The remaining is discount. Discount which you have received. That is 250. Subhash, you have to pay 5,000, but you are making a payment of only 4,750. That means Subhash has allowed us discount, and for us it is a discount receipt. So in our books we will take it as discount receipt and credit. Okay. Now the entry will be Subhash account debtor. Subhash account debtor 5,000, to cash 4,750, to discount received 250. Okay. Now the last transaction, paid by cash. Okay. Wages is 500, electricity charges is 3,000, and trade expenses is 1,000. Okay. So all these are payments. Wages means cash is going out. Electricity charges, when you pay, cash is going out. When you pay the trade expenses, cash is going out. So you just club all the three entry. Okay. So wages is an expense, electricity charges is an expense, trade is also an expense. So debit all expenses and losses. So the entry will be wages, wages account, debtor 500, electricity charges account, debtor 3000, then trade expenses account, debtor 1000. Altogether, cash is going out of the business to cash. Credit what goes out? 3000 plus 1000, 4000 plus 500, 4500. Totally, you can write it as 4500. Okay. Now, take down the solution to the exercise 10. Case 11. Karthik opened a provision stores on 1st April 2017. Journalize the following transaction in his books. First transaction, paid into bank for opening a current account. When you open a current account, first when you open any account, you should deposit some money in the bank, isn't it? So what are the two accounts involved? Cash and bank. Okay, so cash is a real account, bank is a personal account. Debit what goes out. Here cash is going out of the business, isn't it? So debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So you credit cash. Bank is a personal account. The rule is debit the receiver, credit the giver. So you debit bank account. So the entry will be bank account debtor to cash account. Okay. Now, goods purchased by check. Check means bank transaction. When you purchase goods, what happens? Debit what comes in. The goods are coming in. So purchase account, you debit purchase. And by check, you are making the payment by check. So you credit the bank account. Okay, credit the giver. Okay, the entry will be purchase account debtor to bank account. Now, investments made in securities. When you make some investments, what is going out? Cash is going out, isn't it? So investment is an asset. So what are the two accounts involved? Investments account and cash account. Investment is an asset. It's a real account. Okay. And cash is a real account. Debit, what comes in? So investments is an asset. It is coming in. Okay. So debit, investments, and cash is going out. Credit what goes out. So investment account debtor to cash account is the entry. Next, goods sold to Radha for 20,000. Okay. Now this transaction, see here, goods sold to Radha 20,000 and check received. I told you check receipt should be treated as cash receipt. But it is deposited in the bank on the same day. 6th they are receiving the check and on the same day it is deposited to in the bank. That means in that case you have to treat it as a bank transaction. Okay. So now goods sold to Radha. What are the two entry accounts involved? Bank. It is a bank transaction, bank and sales account. Since it is goods, you take it as sales. Okay. So bank and sales account. Bank is a personal account, sales is a nominal account. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Okay. Now here debit the receiver. Who is the receiver? The bank is the receiver. Sales account, credit all incomes and gains. So the entry will be bank account debtor to sales account. Okay. Next one, amount withdrawn for from bank for office use. So what are the two accounts involved? Cash, you are withdrawing from the bank. Okay. Now cash is a real account, bank is a personal account. Debit what comes in. Cash is coming into the business, so debit. And personal account, credit the giver. The bank is giving the money, credit. So cash account debtor to bank account. Okay. Now, next transaction, purchase goods from Kamala and cash deposited in CDM, cash deposit machine. That means it is a bank transaction. Okay. Purchase goods. What are the accounts involved? Purchase account and bank account. Purchase is what? Nominal account. Debit all expenses and losses. Credit the giver. Who is making the payment? The bank. So credit the giver. Purchase account debtor to bank account. Next, sold goods to Vanita who paid through debit card. That means it is a bank transaction. Sold goods means sales. Okay. So sales and bank. Sales is a nominal account. Bank is a personal account. Sales, what is the rule? Credit all incomes and gains. So credit sales, bank personal account, debit the receiver. Who is receiving? Sold goods to Vanita. When you sell the goods, you are receiving the money. But on your behalf, the bank is receiving the money. So debit the receiver, the bank is the receiver here. The entry will be bank account debtor to sales account. Okay. Next one, interest on securities directly received by the bank. What are the accounts involved? Interest on securities and bank. Interest on securities is a nominal account. Bank is a personal account. Nominal account, credit all incomes and gains. You are receiving interest on the securities. So credit all incomes and gains. Okay. And who is the receiver? Debit the receiver. The bank is receiving. Okay. So debit the receiver. Entry will be bank account debtor to interest on securities account. Next one, insurance paid by the bank as per standing instruction. Now, standing instruction means, I'll just give you an example. If I have a house and I have given that house on a rent, okay, of 10,000 per month. Now, this tenant, instead of paying me directly this 10,000, I have asked my banker, okay, to collect 10,000 from my tenant every month on 5th. So by chance, if I forget also, my bank, what he does is, the bank will set a standing instruction. In the system, they will update all the information. That is, from the tenant's account, the amount will be transferred to my account on 5th of every month automatically. The system will be set like that. Okay. So I am instructing my banker to set up a standing instruction so that on that particular date, the amount will be transferred from the tenant's account to my account. Okay. So that is known as standing instruction. Now, insurance premium paid by the bank as per the standing instruction. That means it is a bank transaction. So, insurance premium and bank. Okay. Now, bank is a personal. Insurance premium paid. It is a nominal expenses. So, you debit. Okay. Who is making the payment? The bank. Credit the giver. So, you credit the bank account. The entry will be insurance premium account debtor to bank account. Next, sales made to Kunal who made the payment through cash deposit machine. So, what are the two accounts involved? Sales account and bank account, cash deposit machine. Sales is a nominal account, credit all incomes and sales. Sales is an income, isn't it? When you make a sale, you receive the money. So, it is an income, so you credit. Bank is a personal, debit the receiver. Okay. So you debit the bank. Who made the payment? Sales made to Kunal, who made the payment through CDM. Who Kunal is making the payment to us. So we are the receiver. Debit the receiver. Our bank is the receiver. Okay, debit the receiver. So the entry will be bank account debtor to sales account. Okay. Now take down the solution to exercise 11